get to the point pretty fast. We try to tell you what is what so that you can think for yourself. Now, we're not going to use old-time worn cliches, and we're not going to bore you with the same old, the old worn-out creeds or the bunk that so many people put out as fact. We're going to give you facts. We're going to teach you a lot about thinking for yourself so that you can make up your own mind what's true and what's right for you. Not everybody can understand everything. Everybody has a level of awareness. Everybody has a certain amount of, let's call it IQ, intelligent quotient, meaning that they understand certain things quicker or faster or slower than other people. But everybody's moving at their own pace in their own way and getting their spirituality out. And that's what this is all about. Not about religion. It's about spirituality. So when you see us and you see the different little snippets that you can look at, and you can look at one today, one tomorrow, one the next day, or you can look at all of them at one time. It's all right. Or you can look at one over and over and over again. And there was my joke. See, I was going to get into that, like going to a church 10 or 15 times because you like it. And sometimes you're going to find us say things you're not going to believe and you're not going to like. But that's okay too. Maybe those are the ones that you need to review the most and do some research on your own. How many times have you heard the story of the Prodigal Son? How many times have you heard that how forgiving God is, and they illustrate it with a forgiving father that takes the boy back that is really going down the wrong path? But maybe that's not the whole truth. Let me give you a different viewpoint on that. Let's see, he did have a brother, didn't he? And that brother stayed with the father, and he worked hard, and he helped on the ranch there, and he did all the work, and worked right along with the servants. And then when that brother came back who had wasted away all of his inheritance, all the money, and had to borrow money, and was just nothing at all, and told his father if he'd take him back, he'd live with the pigs if need be, and do anything just to have the comfort of home. And the other brother was so jealous and so upset, he kept saying, well, that just isn't fair. Here, I've been home doing all this work, and I've been doing everything, and look at him. He ain't done nothing, and you're treating him like a king. You killed the best calf we got, and we're having a big barbecue tonight for him, and everybody with baked beans and just everything, and carrot cake. And
baked beans and carrot cake. Yummy.
And he was just so jealous. And then you know what the father said to him? Listen to this. Here's the point I want to make. Here's the truth of the matter. Here's the way it is for you and me and everybody else. The father said, son, you've been here all along. And you could have had that any time you wanted. It's always been yours. But maybe you've got away from spirituality. Maybe you've been a little disappointed and disenchanted and disgusted with some of the church things. Maybe you don't like having to genuflect, kneel down, or maybe you don't like to have to pray out loud with 100 other people praying at the same time. Maybe you don't like some preacher pointing his old finger at you saying you've got to do this or you've got to do that. Doesn't matter. You can still get back to the source. You can get back to the real truth that's within you and always has been and always will be. How about these books you read? Here it is at Christmas time, and everybody gets at least, it's like underwear and socks. You're going to get a book too. Somebody is going to give you a book. You're going to read it? Or are you going to lay it up on the shelf and just say, well, look, make good furniture to look good, make me look intelligent by having a book laying here? No. No, you don't know, because a book is just like an authority. an authority tells you something, or a book tells you something, or the newspaper prints something, and you think, golly, that must be true. That must be the way it is. It's got to be. It ain't so. No, I don't want you to believe anything you read or hear. I want you to believe only what you've been able to prove for yourself, and then you don't have to believe it, you'll know it. That's what our plan is. Starting on the first of the year, you're going to see a lot of us, and we're going to always have these little short talks for you, and we're going to give you a lot of things to think about and expose a lot of truths. Hey, how about that star that led the wise men in? We covered that one week, remember? Did you ever see a star that traveled and stood over something? Shoot, at noon when the sun's out, tell me what it's standing over. You can't do it, and it's a lot bigger. Get ready, because we're going to rock your life. Now I want to give you my prayer. Lord, thank you for keeping me from the cowardice that's afraid of a new truth. And thank you for helping me get rid of the laziness that's been content with half-truths. And above all, God, let's keep us all from the arrogance that thinks it knows all truth. Amen.